Thanks for joining us on this edition of Sports Path. I'm Tim Peterson, and next to me, Mr. No Shave November himself, Zach Halverson.
It is No Shave November, or Novembeard, bringing prostate cancer to awareness to the limelight, so I'm doing my part.
You are. It's a good cause, Zach.
Thank you. Thanks, Tim. I do what I can. On today's show, we will see how our girls hockey teams are doing so far, find out how our football, volleyball, swimming, and cross-country teams have done, and we will learn what the U.S. military skills team is all about.
Well, let's start things off by checking out the Section 4 4A football game, which came down to a battle of a couple of teams that met last year, Matamidi and Hill Murray. Winner of this game would move on to the state tournament.
26-7, which sets this championship game up here tonight.
There's the punt, low line drive, should be returned, picked up. Boyd's one tackler, now brings it near side, looking for a block. Oh, he got a big one there, cuts it up the near side. And a tough collision there. There's a snap, drop back, it's a pass. Throwing it up the middle and high and picked off. Intercepted at around the 18. Here's the snap. Here's the pass to the near side. Fell's got it. Turns it up. He's got enough for the first down, dragging a man. Under center, takes a snap, rolls out to the near side. Looking downfield, good coverage. Now he'll just throw it up, tipped in the air, and caught! TV 19 Sports.
They're tied at 0. Let's get back to the game.
Jackson Hull on the near side. He's got a hole, and he decides not to run around. They go up the middle. It's Hull and into the end zone. Touchdown, Zephyrs.
Last time.
Holker puts it up, and it is no good. Alada comes to the near side. Little pass, wide open. Alada breaks it to the far side, looking to get out of bounds and also pick up that first down. Green a little slow getting up here.
Well, the ball was up in the air. It was a solid throw. You'd like to see a little bit farther by Lavelle. And it looked like there was a possible interception.
Yeah, Trey Johnson, it went right through Trey's hand. What do you got for us?
Well, so far, the
Outside here. Here's a snap. Fake give up the middle. Sweep or option to the far side. And a nice job in that backfield. That was Jack. Two backs in the backfield. Lindquist to pass. Looking over the middle. Got a man picked off. Bringing it back on a nice return by the Pioneers and giving them good field position. Looked like it was Ely again.
Almost dropped it there momentarily, bobbled it for a second. And he grabbed it again and got a nice gain. And now Hill Murray Pioneer.
There's a snap, looking to pass. Throw to the corner of the end zone. Jump ball, he goes up and gets it. And comes down with a touchdown, Pioneers.
We were almost waiting for him to make something sweet.
See if they can take the lead here in this extra point. It is up. It is enough. A 6 over the Zephyrs. There's a snap. Fake run up the middle. Rolls out to the near side. Throws it to the near side. He's picked off again. Picked off twice in a row. This time it's Lucas Glob with the interception.
Again, and throwing it right over and was intended.
Far side. Hold on, he's on the far side. They're going to come to Cullis. He makes the catch. Spins it down the sideline. Here's a give up the middle. It's Cougar. He's into the second tier, the third tier, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers. There's a snap. And it's a fake. Pass to the left side, wide open and caught. Lindquist with it, down to the 20, and almost broke it. Gets to the 16. Takes a snap. Gives it to the near side. Hull tripped up, regains his balance, breaks a tackle, plowing through. Lindquist gives it off. It's Hull again. He's just going to plow ahead. Offensive line getting a good push and a touchdown for the Zephyrs. Zachary, you telling me?
It looked like he was too deep in the end zone when he didn't even catch it.
His hands.
Yeah, so it was a
right through his hands. Incomplete. Good replay on that one. Getting more and more into this one, the more the time ticks on. Here's a flea flicker, tossed downfield. Good coverage, and incomplete. Flag on the play. Pass interference on Hill. There's a snap. Inside give to Lindahl. And the ball pops up loose. Hill Murray looks to have it, and they do. Hill Murray forces the turnover late. Watch it again here. Lindahl powers through, and as he gets stood up, it gets ripped right out from him as he's going down. The Pioneers jump all over it. That's smart playing by the Pioneers. You're watching TV 19 Sports.
We've got quarterback Zach here. Zach, what an exciting game. You guys ended up coming out with the win. You were going into the second half down by 6. What did you guys talk about in the locker room to come back with a win?
Offense, or we went in the team room and we knew we had to have an answer for their cover 2 and their man-to-man, and we came out and we did it right away. We ran the ball behind our O-line, right up the middle the whole time. They led us all the way. Okay, baby.
And it was a great game for you, Dusty, as well. How are you feeling right now? You guys are section champions. Said you guys are section champions. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. It was the O-line, fullbacks that led the way. It was all them.
Who's ready to go to the Dome?
Ready! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And we'll take a look at the Section 4A brackets, or 4A brackets, and you see Hill Murray and Mahtomedi both got the bye. Hill Murray got past Chisago pretty easily, and then met Mahtomedi in the championship game, beating Mahtomedi 14-12. That sent them into the state tournament, Tim.
It did. That actually championship game was the same game that was played last year, and Mahtomedi won it late, like Hill Murray did this time. And that's where Hill Murray's at. They'll play Saturday the 11th against Ricori High School, or make that Saturday the 19th at Ricori. They already beat Faribault. That was out at East Ridge High School. And be going against Bemidji or Mankato, both 2 undefeated teams, to play in that prep bowl on the 26th, depending on if Hill Murray wins or not.
All right. Section 4 3A volleyball game between Hill Murray and Cretin-Derham Hall. The game took place on November 3rd at Washington Middle School. And we see the 2 coaches getting ready for this game as a very, very important game. The championship winner would go to state at the Xcel Energy Center.
Was that guy part of the No Shave Ember?
I think he was,
He
Tim.
should be.
It was in the beginning there, and you see the first spike there put on by Cretin-Derham Hall. It was a really even first game, as you see Cretin-Derham Hall again getting the spike. And now here's Claire Van Dyke for Hill Murray.
Yeah, she put it right down that line. That was a nice spike.
Very nice job, and then Cretin responds again there. And you watch this, another great spike, finding that location, getting it in, and the Cretin-Derham Hall fans were very, very excited. Moving on later, a nice job by Hill Murray there, putting that down, and the serve was a little bit long, and that ended up giving Cretin-Derham Hall the first game win, 25-23. In the second game, it was Cretin-Derham Hall kicking it off, make that Hill Murray kicking it off. They're up 4-1. Cretin-Derham Hall responded though, kept it relatively close here. As you see, another great spike there put on, and a lot of great plays throughout this entire game. Cretin-Derham Hall up here 10-9 in the second game, and another nice job here by Cretin. Nice and keeping on here. Again, a very, very close game, and a nice spike put on by Cretin's Brooks Menke. But then responding here is a great job getting it right in front of the diving player there, as it was Hill Murray again doing a nice job. Cretin responded though, but it was Hill Murray opening it up here late in game number 2. And they ended up winning the second game 25-18. So that set up a game 3, tied at 1. It was Cretin-Derham Hall kicking off right away, as they seemed to kind of roll through this one. It was 7-4 there, and then this is when the big run started. It was 8-6, then it was 13-6 after this, and now 14-6 now after this nice block. And that game kept moving along, as well as you see a 15-6 lead, and it was Cretin-Derham Hall all throughout this game. And there it is, it's 24-12, and that nice spike got Cretin-Derham Hall the lead in the match. They led 2-1 going into game number 4.
Yeah, Cretin-Derham Hall, they have a very tall team, so they're really good at the net, and Hill typically very good at the net, but the height of Cretin was getting to him, as we see Sawcheck of Cretin celebrating. A lot of blocks in these games.
And now we're at 17-12. Hill Murray feeling the pressure. This is the elimination game here. It's 18-12, Cretin-Derham right now, and Hill Murray tried to fight back. They got the score relatively close here, but it was Cretin-Derham Hall with the nice spikes, playing very, very solid volleyball. There's Hannah Gidmeyer. She was a very solid player throughout the entire match.
And now the fans are on the edge of their seat, putting down their hamburgers and sodas and getting ready, because they're going to charge the floor as Cretin wins it.
That's right. Final score 3-1 Cretin, and they went on to state. We'll take a look at the bracket now as the Section 3A bracket is done, and you see Hill Murray got past Eastridge, Woodbury, but ended up falling to Creighton-Durham Hall.
Yeah, Tartan also losing to Creighton along with North and getting to that championship game.
That's right. And on Monday, I went out with Nicholas Anderson to the White Bear Lake Bears boys hockey tryouts at the Vadnais Sports Center. I got an in-depth look at the Bears team and even tried my shot at making the team.
Right now, we're doing some scrimmaging, trying to get a look at the young new players for the year. Do some couple shooting drills and stuff too to get warmed up. So far, we're off to a decent start. Should be a decent group to choose from. I'm a goalie. It's always up for grabs. You know, you got to compete. You got to stay hardworking. I don't take it for granted. I mean, anyone can come in here if they're going to prove themselves better. I'm sure they've earned the spot. But as of right now, I plan on competing and beating everyone else.
Mitch Morissette, correct?
Yes, sir.
You had a heck of a season last year.
It was okay.
I mean, how do you top that?
Just come to the rink and work hard every day and don't take anything for granted. Hopefully we'll get back there.
All summer long, you worked hard. What is it like to finally get back on the ice in a team setting?
Well, I don't know. I know we lost a lot last year. Everyone knows it, but it's just been really good to watch everyone get better over the summer. I think we got a lot of the right pieces to really make a run this year.
What do you think of the incoming sophomore class?
I like it. A lot of energy, not that much size, but they're fast, and that's all you really need.
All right, thanks a lot, Mitch.
It's around 40, 50 players out there. We have spot for 37 players this year, and I believe we take 24 with us for a couple weeks, and then we make our roster finalized. Hopefully we'll be in a contender against Hill this year and have a good run. It was a blast last year. It was a great experience.
Tri Fitness of White Bear Lake will host its annual Thanksgiving Day Fast Before the Feast 5K, 10K, and half-mile kids run and walk races in White Bear Lake Thanksgiving Day morning. All the proceeds will benefit area food shelves. The cost ranges from $10 to $15, and more details can be found online at tryfitnesswbl.com.
With Veterans Day just being celebrated, I had the chance to sit with a veteran who is very close to me. Today we have a very special guest on our sports path. His name is Captain Corey Peterson, and he's a member of the Team USA military. And Corey, welcome to the program, first off. And
thank you for having me.
More importantly, we should probably let everybody know you are my brother, so it's quite an honor to have you on the show. And you're a member of the Air Force, for one, a captain in the Air Force, but you're here to talk about something else.
Yes, I'm here to talk about Team USA military. It is a competitions team, military skills competition team that competes once a year in a different European country. And
you're from Oakdale, but through the Air Force and everything, you found out about this program?
Yes. I responded to a story which I read about a team. It left a contact number, which I called, and as a result, I ended up competing 4 times, so traveling to Europe 4 different times.
So what does this competition entail? What do you do in the competition?
Well, it's a 3-day competition. It tests you in 7 different areas. So day 1, you compete in rifle and pistol competitions. Day 2, you have a land obstacle and water obstacle course. Day 3, you compete in land navigation, where you're basically running through the woods. It's also known by the name of orienteering. And in that orienteering, there are some subcategories which make up the other 2 events I listed, which are combat first aid and laws of war test. So in the 3 days, you compete in 7 different areas. Your scores are tallied up, and you never know who's going to win, because you can't, because the skills are also different and the events are so different that it's hard to predict a winner.
Well, we have some footage of one of the events, and I think it's actually Team Canada who's competing in this event. We'll go ahead and roll that footage, and why don't you just kind of walk us through and explain what's going on?
Do you want I turn off my mic or not?
Well, there's in
No,
this case
because I
there's
can
2
hear you.
lanes for
Well,
3
you want
competitors.
me to
These
go
guys
over
are
there?
all compose one team, so they have to make allowances for each other so they don't trip on each other. So you see that you typically put the fastest runner in the back. So what'll happen is, at some point, he'll either help one of his other teammates who are slower than he is, or he'll pass them. And every team kind of works this out themselves. Now this is scary. Jumping off there, a lot of people hurt their ankles.
Is the ground where they land sand or is it cement?
Yeah, it's usually a sand pit. Recently, they've done some ground-up rubber pits too. A lot of guys trip on that. There's bungee cords they got to go over.
Are there just certain styles that you should, like, I noticed the one guy was really leaning forward as he was jumping those hurdles. Is that just his style, or is that just kind of something they teach you in training?
Typically, you want to keep forward momentum. And so a lot of these obstacles, if you hesitate, if you slow down, you won't make it through it. They require you to basically commit and go, and keeping your center of gravity forward is a very helpful tool.
And that balance beam type is basically just for your balance. It may be useful in the field.
You know, it's like running down a tree that's fallen over. And typically, a tree falls. There's lots of brush around it. Now here in the course, about halfway here, they're getting exhausted. They're breathing so hard they can't hardly. It gets hard to raise your hands above your head. You're so out of breath, and trying to jump up and climb over this thing. This team is very good, I have to say.
It's a veteran team.
Yes, and watching them, they're doing everything right. And if you see a team do it wrong, you'll see teams fall off the balance beam. You'll see them get up to these stairs and stop running about the second one, and they have to sort of lean forward and grab the next one. You see mistakes. These guys are smooth. They're not making those mistakes.
There's a portion coming up here in a minute of a pit right here. Now, is this the right? He stops, backs up, and goes.
Yes.
Or the other guy
great
runs
technique.
straight through it. Is it just because maybe the first guy was a little more winded, or technique?
Technique. It's something he's practiced in advance. He knows he needs as much of a running start as he can get. He also has the luxury of being in front, so he can kill a second, without being passed by his teammates, because the last guy to cross the finish line is the one who determines the team's score. And now at this point, you're typically so exhausted, it's all you're concentrating on is not falling off. If you fall off, you have to go back and start the obstacle over. Once you complete that balance beam, it's basically a sprint to the end. And you'll see one of the guys here when he crosses the finish line, he just goes right to the ground because he's so out of breath.
So what kind of training skills do you do to practice to be able to be good at this? Anything in particular?
Watch this guy. Plop.
Oh, and they have mats. They have mats set up right there.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
Basically ready for him to collapse because of the windedness. But
Yep.
interested, what should they do?
First of all, familiarize yourself with the events. They're all listed on the website. The most difficult skill to prepare for is the orienteering. There are local clubs. There's one in Minnesota. It's very strong, called the Minnesota Orienteering Club. They host about 2 events a month, I believe. They will teach you how to orienteer. And if any military members are out there watching, they probably also have some land navigation training they've received through their military unit and their military training. But the orienteering club can definitely help. And they can prepare by basically getting out there and orienteering, practicing the skills of running through the woods. Shooting, we're going to teach. The obstacle course, we're going to teach. The swim obstacle course, we're going to teach. You just got to be ready physically. You got to be in shape. So I'd say watch the website, learn what those events are, think about what muscles you're going to be using, and then go out and start flexing those muscles, getting ready. We also have some training techniques and manuals we can share with anybody if they contact us. And our contact info is also on the website.
Exciting program you're involved with.
Thank you.
I just hope this will get the word out a little bit more, and you'll get some strong competitors from Minnesota. Lord knows in our Suburban East and the Classic Suburban, there's quite a few good athletes in those with us. And if they enter the military, hopefully they'll come out and join Team USA Military.
I hope so. I'd love to see more people from Minnesota come out. Maybe perhaps we'd be a 3-person team, compete together.
You'll be Team Minnesota, Team USA Military.
That'd be great.
Well, let's send it back to Sports Path. And you told me you're a fan of the show and you'd like to help send it back. So let's send it back to your Sports Path.
And for more information, you can check out teamusmilitary.org. The White Bear Lake boys cross country team took 12th place at the state meet on November 5th. Congratulations to Bears senior Joe Ryko, who achieved all-state honors for the second consecutive year. Ryko finished 20th overall. And we welcome in Jamie Dustin. Jamie, what do you have for us?
Thank you. On Wednesday, November 9th, the North St. Paul girls volleyball team was recognized for their outstanding community service and volunteer work throughout the season. They received the WCCO Spotlight Award and a check for $500. That very same day, 4 of North St. Paul's star athletes took their careers to the next level. We're here at North St. Paul High School, where it's a very big day for 4 of their female star athletes. Carly, Tabitha, Sophie, and Jamie are all signing their letters of intent today.
Hello, my name is Jed Helwig, Activities Director here at North High School, and I want to welcome you to our National Letter of Intent signing day today. Today's a special day. Today we celebrate the successes of North High student athletes, both who have excelled academically and athletically at North High School.
But a lot of it was just academics. They're known for the major I wanted to go into, biology, and so, and it's a small school, small private school, so a lot of it was just academics, and they're also very good at softball, so it's kind of a perfect fit. It's definitely exciting and a little bit relaxing. Everything's kind of handled, unlike a lot of the other seniors in my class who are still trying to figure out where they're going and how to apply. It's nice to have it all done, and I'm really excited to move on to this next step. So
it's a major honor. I got a scholarship when I was a sophomore, and I was so excited to go there. And as soon as I stepped on the campus, I knew it was right for me. And I'm planning on going on to pharmacy, but I'm not sure yet. I just love the coaching staff, and they're all really nice, and they're a pretty good school.
I looked into a bunch of different schools, and this one had a good academic program that I was interested in, and I liked the coach and all the different buildings in the school. So just being able to go into the gym at the end of the day and just be able to play and kind of forget about everything that happened during the day.
On behalf of the softball program, I want to congratulate all 3 girls as well as Sophie. I got the chance to coach her in basketball. Like Jed said, they don't only excel in their sports, but also in the classroom. And you couldn't find 4 better girls to represent North St. Paul in the future playing college athletics. So, great job.
The North High community would like to thank them for their efforts and parents for their efforts in supporting North High activities and athletics. Congratulations again. Let's give them another round of applause.
Congratulations, girls. Best of luck to you, and we look forward to following your career in the future.
Congratulations to those athletes from Zach and I also. We'll have more Sports Path right after this.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Where have you been?
I lost my cat.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, so I made this cat magnet to try and get him back.
Cool. Does it work?
Kinda.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's not my cat. Gotta keep working on it. See ya.
See ya.
Anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your own inventions or just play some games at inventnow.org.
Tim. Timmy.
Time in. The Prep Bowl will be going on next weekend, and our very own Hill Murray will be attempting to take part in it. Here are a few interesting facts for you to know. Hill Murray is one of 4 teams who will play in the tournament as an unranked team. Hill's head coach, Brooks Bollinger, is one of 2 first-year coaches, but he is the only one who has played in the NFL. 13 teams out of 48 are undefeated. 1 game in the tournament will put the Dawson Boyd Blackjacks against the Blooming Prairie Awesome Blossoms. Yes, the Awesome Blossoms. Another fun team name to note would be the Edgerton-Ellsworth Flying Dutchmen. This will be the final year of the 6th class format, as next year there will be a 7th class, which will include a 32-team top level of the largest enrollment schools. Good luck, teams, from the 9-man teams up to the 5A teams, and next year I'll have to say good luck to the 6A teams, and maybe one day good luck to every team. Time in.
On November 15th, 2 East Metro teams collided as the Tartan Titans hosted the Woodbury Royals in girls hockey.
Get on the
It
board
was the
early.
3rd game of the season for the Tartan Titans, and the scoring started off here early in the 2nd period as it was Mandy McAlpine getting that one off the backhand, doing a nice job getting that one in. But Tartan would respond later. Here's Ellie Tabaka, who got this one past the goaltender and tied the game at 1.
Every time Woodbury scored, Tartan answered, and here comes Woodbury again.
Yes, that's right, coming in. Rachel Letch getting the rebound, finishing that one, and taking that 2-1 lead back. Again, a great job there, crashing the net, finding it, getting the backhand on it, and scoring the goal. But it was a Tartan response again, as you see Taylor Tanholm shooting the puck off the skates and getting it in and tying the game. But late in the 3rd period, looked like it was going to overtime. No, it was Ashley Cranky, number 11 for the Woodbury Royals, who would spoil the overtime for Tartan, as the final score was 3-2. Thanks to everyone who has liked us on Facebook, including Ashley Behrens and Troop Scoutmaster. You can find us at facebook.com/TV19sports.
We are going to be looking to say hi to people that like us on there, so please get on there and do that.
Share with your friends, family, coworkers, whoever.
Please do. Well, that'll do it, Zach, for this week's Sports Path. I'm Tim Peterson.
And I'm Zach Halverson.
And that's your Sports Path.